pure Coys. Yeah, afternoons of pure Coys. It's afternoon with pure Coys.
Good afternoon. It is Friday. We love a Friday, don't we? It is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're all good, happy and healthy and have nice things planned this weekend. And of course, it is a massive game. It is a huge game this weekend. Probably the biggest game Tottenham have had in many years, and that's including the Europa League final last season. This is a must-win game for Tottenham. In my opinion, it's a game we have to win. We cannot afford to drop any more points. We need to start picking up victories where we can. Guys, we will go through the Brighton game because we have to, don't we? And we will go through the Zerbi interview today and the pre-match press conference. I thought we'd come out with a few interesting comments. And we will go through what we think the team will be. Of course, the headline is Maddison is back in full training for Tottenham. Will he get back before the end of the season? Are we going to see him within the next week or so? Zerbi kind of hinting that he's back, but they don't want to rush him back. But what does that mean? What does that mean? Could he be back on the bench tomorrow even? Unlikely. But maybe on the bench against Wolves. Maybe on the bench against Leeds or Villa. We will see. But it is great news to see Maddison back in full training. And of course, Bentancur's back as well. It'll be interesting how we use Bentancur because, of course, when Bentancur is fit, so many fans were like, don't want to see Bentancur in the side because him and Polina as a double pivot are rubbish and defensive. Well, for me, I would love to see a midfield two of Bentancur and Polina for the rest of the season, personally. That's just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you think the midfield two will be tomorrow. I will say hello to the chat in a minute. I'm just going to go through a couple of the things that Zerbi said in the pre-match presser this afternoon or this morning, whenever it was. First of all, he said about Romero loving Spurs. Romero loves Spurs. He's absolutely gutted to be missing the rest of the season. He wants to play some part in it. Of course he does. He's not gutted at all. Listen, he is going to be fit for the World Cup. Fair play to him. I don't ever expect to see Romero in a Tottenham shirt again. I think it's pretty clear he will be leaving. Zerbi, listen, I love listening to him, but some of the things he comes out with beggar belief. He said that he thinks Dominic Solanke is one of the best strikers in the Premier League, but he's not mentally there. His mentality isn't that of a top-class striker. He could well be right. He sees him in training. I do think that Solanke's got all the talent, but for whatever reason, it doesn't use it. But one of the best strikers in the Premier League. I'm not sure about that. I think that's pushing it a little bit more. Let's go to the chat. Let's say hello. It's Friday night, guys. I hope you're well. I hope you have nice things planned this weekend. I have a beer because it's Friday night. And why not? There is no work tomorrow, which is heavenly. Absolutely heavenly. Guys, let's say hello to the chat because, guys, you guys are the important ones. It's all about the chat. Pete Chambers is in. Big up, Pete. He says, afternoon, Nige. Hope you're well, mate. I hope you are too. I hope you are too. And listen, I was reading the chat last night when we were doing the thing on the 2 marks, which was fantastic. Mate, my heart goes out to you. It really does. My heart goes out to you. Listen, we all have private lives, right? We all have things going on. So much love to you, mate. I hope you're good too, and I hope you got nice things planned this weekend. Lee's in. Big up, everyone. Big up, Lee. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Guys, if you haven't, get over to Lee Statham TV. Smash a like for him and smash a subscribe for him. This guy's an absolute inspiration. An absolute inspiration to everybody. He really is. Lovely to bits. Big up to you, mate. And Guy from the Lane is in. Oi, oi. Oi, oi to you, mate. I hope you're well. And if you got nice things planned this weekend, let us know. Let us know what you're up to this weekend. Are you going to the game? I think, listening to you the other night, I don't think you are, but I don't blame you. to be honest. But I hope you're well. And guys, also, if you haven't gone over to Guy from the Lane, get over there and subscribe to his channel as well. We all got to help each other out. YouTube is a tough game, and it's all good fun. Pete says, I think your biggest game in your history. It's that important. Maybe. Well, certainly our recent history, Pete, for sure. 100%. I think every game now going to the end of the season will be our most important game in recent history. Starting tomorrow. I got a feeling if we lose tomorrow, it could be too late. But if we can win, and Forest maybe don't win, and West Ham maybe don't win, maybe we have a chance of staying up. I'm hearing that the Crystal Palace team were out on the piss last night after winning a quarter-final game against Fiorentina. Wow. Great professionalism, guys. Well done. Thank you for that. So the Palace players on the piss, getting drunk last night. And we got to hope they can do the job against West Ham at the weekend. I'm not sure when they got. I don't know whether it's Sunday or Monday, but massive game, massive game. We need Palace to do us a favour. Of course, we have to do our job first as well. Steve saying, good afternoon, Nige. Hope you're well. I'm good, mate. I hope you are too. And then he follows it up by saying, is Maddison Bentancur coming back at the right time to save us? Well, this is the hope, mate. This is the hope. I really do hope they are. Listen, we all know that Maddison takes time to come back when he does come back from injury. I'm not expecting miracles. I'm not expecting him to be 10 out of 10. But if we can get 20 minutes here and then from Maddison, he's still going to be better than anything we have on that pitch, in my opinion. And if he can just do one bit of magic, one or two bits of magic, set up a goal or score a free kick, that could save us. Listen, that's worth his weight in gold. So I'm absolutely delighted Maddison's back on the training pitch. I'm absolutely delighted to see him back in the squad. And hopefully we'll get some game time towards the end of the season. But listen, we will see. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Pete says the problem is if Spurs rush him back, he could be out for a lot longer. Yeah, no, it's a balancing act, isn't it, with Maddison? But I've always been one to say, don't rush him back. But we're in a situation where we need him. And selfishly, right now, I'm thinking I'm willing to take the risk. If we can get 2 games out of him and we can win both of those games with him in and around the squad, I'm willing to take the risk. That's terrible, I know. But we just need him back so badly. Rodney's in, saying, Jim, you are right. Left us on a bit of a cliff edge there, Rodney. Steve says, if Romero loves Spurs, he would have shown it over the last 32 games, minus the games he missed due to suspension for his petulance. Absolutely agree, mate. Listen, for me, I can't wait to see the back of him. I really cannot wait to see the back of him. But it is what it is. I'm looking forward to a new centre-back partnership next season. I'm looking forward to most of these players leaving, to be honest. Most of them leaving, keeping the odd 2 or 3. The rest can go, and hopefully, yeah, listen, it is what it is. We will hopefully stay up. Pete says, guys, link to the stream to your mates, please. Get the numbers up. Yeah, guys, put the links to your streams in the chat, and we will get people subscribing over to you because it is so important. The Sticks in, big up, mate. It says, hi all. Is encouraging to see key players back training again. Do we rush them though? On the bench for me if needed, and if needed, get them on. Yeah, listen, this is where I am. I don't think Maddison's going to be starting any game soon. But if he can get on the bench for the last 3 or 4 games and come off, get 20 minutes, I'm confident in those 20 minutes he can come on. He can produce something. Because let's be honest, we have produced nothing for most of the season. And that bit of creativity that Maddison has, even if it's for 20 minutes off the bench, I think, like I say, is worth his weight in gold. It really is. Pete, big up, buddy. Big up, mate. Much love. And he then says, I believe in all before Spurs could always come back. They've always had quality about them. There are 2 different times and competition is so much harder and it's bigger hit going down than it used to be. It definitely is with the money. Definitely is with the money. It's a big hit if we go down, but I think it's only a really big hit if you go down there and stay down there for any longer than a season or 2. If we can get straight back up, it shouldn't be too much of a hit. But listen, it will be a hit as we lose most of our players. But I haven't got a problem with that as a Spurs fan because I don't rate most of these players that we have anyway. I really don't. I think a lot of them need to move on. We need a fresh start. But let's see what happens. Dr. Tottenham therapy. Big up Anthony says, a big up Nige, like a well and truly smashed. Cheers, buddy. Guys, after this, get over to Dr. Tottenham therapy. He'll be going live at 6. Anthony, I couldn't do the redirect, mate, because I have to ask you. You have to accept something. So I have to work out how to do that. But guys, get over to Anthony afterwards and watch him at 6 o'clock. Pete says, fair point, mate. Dr. Tottenham Therapy says Romero doesn't give a toss about us. He really doesn't. I don't think he does at all, mate. I really don't. And Pete Chambers says, are you streaming the game tomorrow, mate? We are on the 2 marks. Yeah, I'm on the 2 marks. We are going to be doing the watch along. It should be a good one. It should be a good one. Hoping and praying that Spurs get a result. Yeah, listen, it could go either way, right? It could be a really good, happy stream where everyone's celebrating, or there could be a lot of swearing and a lot of sorrow in the 2 marks and me. But we'll see what happens. Dr. Tottenham Therapy says, with the parachute payments is not as bad going down. No, we'll be all right for a season. Like I say, any more than a year or 2 down now, then it will really financially hit Spurs quite hard. Simon's in. Big up Simon. Said, if we go down, I'll be able to attend games and not have to cost me a brand new PS5 Pro. I'm just trying to look on the bright side of it. Wouldn't hurt to properly develop the young talent we have. And no, you're absolutely right. Listen, nobody wants to go down, right? None of us as Spurs fans want Tottenham to go down. But you have to try and look at some positives if we do, right? Otherwise, it's just going to be doom and gloom. And I agree, ticket prices you would think would be a little bit cheaper. More young players, more of our academy talent will get into the squad, maybe get some first team minutes. And for me, no VAR, and just getting a refresh of the squad, because I don't know about you guys, I am so fed up with this Tottenham side. I have no allegiance, no real connection with any of them apart from Maddison. He hasn't played. Other than that, I don't really feel anything for any of them. They could all leave. They really could. It wouldn't bother me at all. Lee saying, big up to Dr. Tottenham. And Dr. Tottenham saying, hello back. Dave Clark saying, big up, mate. Said, if Maddison plays, it would be a tragic situation. If you saw his podcast and training, you would know he is nowhere near ready for the physicality of the Premier League. His knee is not stable, mate. I think that was taken months ago, buddy. I really do. I don't think that's that his last one was literally last week. I don't think he'd be in first team training if his knee was still that sore. Listen, I don't think he's coming back today. I don't think he's going to be back tomorrow, or maybe not next week. But I think there's a chance if we can get him back for the last 3 or 4 games off the bench. Then I think that's a bonus for Spurs, right? And listen, it's only going to happen if Maddison knows he's fit enough. If Maddison says he's fit enough. I don't think Maddison would be that silly after the injuries he's had just to be like, yeah, I'm fine. I think he'd want to make sure it's right. And you would hope, and it is hope with this Tottenham medical team, that they would know what they're doing. But listen, let's just hope his knee is a lot better now. Like I say, I don't think he'd be in first team training, full training, if he wasn't okay. But listen, we'll see. Steve says, Dr. Tottenham Therapy, great being on the 2 Marks show with you and Anthony on Tuesday morning. Yeah, 2 Marks absolutely smashing it at the moment. Pete says, make sure you've got a beer to hand tomorrow. If it goes wrong, you'll need it. Absolutely. Maybe you might have to buy a 6-pack tomorrow, I think. Just for the one today. Just the one today. Anthony says, yeah, mate, it was good to meet you. And it was a good show. Was it Tuesday? Blimey, the week's gone so quick. The weeks do go quick. Before we know it, it's going to be the end of the season. We will know our fate and we will be watching England in the World Cup. Hopefully England can win the World Cup this time. Give us something to cheer about, right? Steve said, this time last year, we were on our way to Bilbao. This year, we are on our way to the Championship. What a difference a year makes. Yeah, listen, we had something to look forward to last year, didn't we? But we're still absolutely dreadful in the league. I mean, last season, 17th. This season, so far, 18th. It's not getting any better. It's not getting any better. We've just got to hope that these players have enough to pull themselves out of this. I'm not sure they do, but we'll find out tomorrow. It's all about tomorrow. Stig said, we'll be glad to see the back of Romero, but like Kane, he's probably had broken promises, i.e. quality signings, and to push in all comps. Board us as much to blame, if not all. Yeah, listen, you're not wrong, Stig, at all. You really aren't. It must be really frustrating for a player like Romero, who's come in and signed a new contract, was no doubt made promises, and he just hasn't. Just the board haven't lived up to the promises, and it must be frustrating. And maybe that's why Romero takes his frustration out on the pitch, because he is so annoyed with the board. I don't know. I don't know. Pete says a massive weekend for both of us, and I'm weirdly, I'm just as nervous for both games. So much riding on them. Who says North London doesn't entertain? It's a weird situation, isn't it? Who would have thought it, right? Arsenal, massive game against Man City. They need to not lose that game. It is one of them, isn't it? Just don't lose, and you've got a great chance of winning the league. If Man City win, I tell you what, I think it's done. I think it's done. I think if Man City win, they go on and win the league. If Arsenal win, obviously Arsenal go on and win the league. And if Arsenal and Man City draw, it's still going to be tight. It's going to be tense, but I think Arsenal might just have enough. It's such a big game. And of course, Tottenham have to win, because if we don't win and West Ham win at the weekend, which I think they will, I think Palace will roll over and have their bellies tickled for them. I see Forest winning quite comfortably. I haven't got Forest, got Burnley at home. So I see Forest and West Ham winning. So for me, Tottenham absolutely have to win. We lose, we're down. Sadly for me, we lose and we're down. Dave Clark says, Zerbi says Solanke is one of the best players in the Premier League. Is laughable. He's never once created a chance for himself and scored 65 million, more like 65 quid. It's hard to disagree with that. It really is. I couldn't believe it when I was listening to that, and he said that he thought Solanke was one of the best strikers in the Premier League. There must be something missed in translation now, David, mustn't there? I think maybe he meant that he could be one of the best strikers in the Premier League, but mentality-wise, he's not quite there. Because he did mention his mentality afterwards. So maybe he meant that. But listen, saying it was absolutely wild and crazy. And I'm trying to look at what else he said. Oh, quite an interesting one, actually. He's asked about the captaincy and who would be captain tomorrow. And of course, Van der Ven is vice captain. I just assumed that he would say Van der Ven would be captain tomorrow. But he was very much like, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I've had other important things going on, more important things than who's going to be captain. So, what? I mean, I'm quite surprised about that. I actually thought he would be like, yeah, Van der Ven's vice captain. He'll be captain. And he didn't. So is Van der Ven going to be stripped of the vice captaincy? Maybe. Maybe we're going to see a new captain. But who? If not Van der Ven, who will be the captain? He did say about Palhinha being a leader in this. And maybe Palhinha comes in as captain. Who knows? But then we're hearing Spurs don't want Palhinha in the summer. I have no idea. You'll probably find it's Van der Ven, but I just find it strange that he didn't just say Van der Ven's my captain. Find that really strange. Anthony said, Nigel, I'm going to Turkey tomorrow, and first time abroad in 7 years, and I'm a bit nervous. Wish me luck, mate. You will have an absolute blast. I'm not jealous at all. It'll be good, mate. Good luck. Good luck. I mean, listen, I'm not a fan of flying myself. I'm terrified of it, but I've got to do it in 10 weeks. So listen, get out there, do it, have a great time. Turkey is lovely. It is absolutely lovely. And Lee saying, everyone hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Sorry, I've just got a text, got to answer it. Actually, mate, you know anyone else that might fancy it? I don't at the moment. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Really would appreciate it. Ed's in. Big up, Ed. Said, hey, mate, big up to you. Hope you're well. Guys, if you've just come in, hit that like button. It is so important. It really is. And Pete says, I saw that David nearly laughed out loud. I have no idea what he says sometimes in his interviews. It's just a weird one. It really is. Dave Clark said Romero isn't playing at a higher level than other Spurs players, so it should perform or shut his mouth. Can disagree. Cannot disagree. Anthony said, big up to Pete Chambers. You might be a gooner, but you're one of the decent ones. He is one of the decent ones. Gotta say. There are a few decent gooners on YouTube. There really are. And Pete's definitely one of them. Pete saying, cheers, Anthony. There's one or two of us. Obviously none in TV. Ah, bless them. Listen, it is what it is. Guy from the lane saying, Inuit Nige, you haven't drunk that Kool-Aid this week. Listen, hey, I'm going to be positive, mate. I've got to be positive. You've got to drink the Kool-Aid. You really have. This is my Kool-Aid tonight. I am not going to give up on Tottenham. I cannot. So many people have. Guy, I think you might be one. You've had your lot, and you've had your fill of it. You're like, I'm done. This team are shit. No, we're going down. I just can. I can. Though I might think it in now, or one of them. It's a part of me that's got to be like, if I give up hope on Spurs, then how can I expect these Spurs players not to give up? I've got to give them something. And I'm going to try and be as positive as I can until there is no way to be positive at all. And listen, that it is what it is. Do I think we're going to stay up? I think it's unlikely. But 6 games to go, we still have a chance. But we have to win tomorrow. It is imperative that we win tomorrow. And like I say, if we can get 4-6 points out of our next 2 games, we've got a massive chance. If we don't, we're down. We are well and truly down. In fact, I think the next 2 games will tell us if we're down or not, because I see West Ham picking up at least 1 win from the next 2. I see Forest picking up at least 1 win from the next 2. So for me, as a Spurs fan, we need to pick up at least a win and a draw. But guys, we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think. Is there a chance? Am I being deluded? Have I been on the Kool-Aid too much? I just don't know. Logan's in saying good evening, Nige, mate. And the chat, big up, everyone. Big up to you, Logan. I hope you're well, mate. And Colin is in saying, hi, Nige. Desperate times need desperate actions. They do. So, listen, Bentancur back in full training after a hamstring injury, I believe. Does he come back straight back into the squad tomorrow? Does he come straight back into the team? Zerbi has said that he is fit. He is in the squad for tomorrow. Does he start? Does he come from the bench? It's a difficult one, isn't it? For me, listen, I'm at the point where I'd start him. I'm at the point where I'd just be like, he cannot be any worse than the players that are playing. Polinia, Bentancur, start with those 2, and then see where we go. For me, that's what I would do. Let's quickly go through the team news, because I've read a bit of team news. Let's bring the team news up. We'll go through the Brighton team news first. It said Brighton, meanwhile, cannot call upon Stefanos Tisma or Adam Webster due to knee ligament injuries. Both are set to miss the end of the season. Veteran defender Lewis Dunk is suspended for this match. That's good news. While his elder James Milner will not play after missing last week's win. With what Hertzler described as a minor injury. So listen, neither of the players out. Dunk out, James Milner out, and of course the 2 at the top already. Otherwise, they're going to be pretty strong. But I think it's good news, the fact that Dunk isn't playing. I think that's got to be a bonus. Got to be a good thing for Tottenham. But Brighton are a good side. They play nice football. This is going to be a really tough game. And more than that, Brighton have a very good record against Spurs anyway, don't they? Tottenham's record against Brighton in recent years, especially at home, has not been good. The only good thing is Trossard doesn't play for Brighton anymore, which is a bonus. But listen, it's going to be a tough game. It really is going to be a tough game as far as Spurs go. Obviously, Vicario's still out. Romero is out as well. But the fact that Bentancur is back and Maddison's back in full training. Listen, again, I know I'm getting a bit excited, but getting a bit ahead of myself. Because, listen, as a Spurs fan, I'm clinging on to anything, absolutely anything I can cling on to. And the fact that Maddison may be back, even if it's on the bench, not tomorrow, but maybe going forward, for me, gives me hope that we still have a chance of staying up. Um, can't wait to see Maddison back in a Tottenham shirt again. He is without a doubt my favourite Spurs player. And let's hope he comes back, does something good, some good things, keeps us up, stays fit, and then we go into next season with a fully fit James Maddison, hungry and ready to tear up the Premier League. And if we go down, would Maddison stay? I would hope he would. I would hope he would personally, but he's a Coventry boy, isn't he? He is a Coventry City boy, Coventry born and bred, Coventry fan, played for Coventry, and Coventry are going to the Premier League next season. So maybe Coventry may go in for Maddison. I don't know. I think that's the only chance we have of Maddison leaving would be to go into a Coventry. I'm hopeful he doesn't, but we will see. We will see. Big up to you, Colin. Dr. Tottenham Therapy saying, I can't stand Ty. I think listen, I love watching AFTV. It's great. It's great entertainment. Of course, I only watch it when Arsenal lose, but listen, it is what it is, and they're doing great stuff. They're making great content, and this is what we want to watch, isn't it? Pete says Sunday I won't be watching. I just have a live score app turned on. It's the only way I can face it. Mate, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. We're gonna have to put up with Spurs tomorrow. I will be watching like that, but I'll be watching, and hopefully Spurs win, and hopefully, mate, Arsenal lose. But we will see. We will see. Dr. Tottenham Therapy said, I used to love flying as a kid, been everywhere, but I'm out of practice. Yeah, I've never been. The more I've flown, the more I've hated it. Flown to Australia four times. I've been twice, so there and back, there and back. Yeah, not great. But it is what it is. It's not like you can do once you're up there, is there? So there you go. Dr. Tottenham Therapy saying, Pete, at least you're honest. Absolutely. Let's say hello to a few more people coming down. Stu's in. Big up, Stu. Say good evening, Nige. Hope you're well, our friend. I'm really good, mate. It's the weekend and I've got a beer, so it's all good. Hope you're good too, mate. And thank you again for the video that you put up on your channel. It was nice. It's a lovely thing to wake up to and meant the world to me. So thank you so much. And like I said, Lee is an absolute inspiration, and you should be absolutely proud of him. And yourself as well. You've got a great channel. Keep going. And suddenly I have a soft spot for Leeds in my heart. Never had before, but suddenly I have because of you guys. So big up to you. Cookie is in, saying hello, everyone. Hello, Cookie. How are you? How are you, mate? I hope you're well. And Paige's in as well, saying evening, peeps. Evening, Paigey. How are you? What are you up to this weekend? Are you going to be watching Spurs tomorrow? What a massive game. What a massive game for Tottenham Hotspur. Must win, isn't it? Is it must win? I think it is. I think it's absolutely vital that we win the game. But we will see what happens. Let's go through a few more people saying hello to each other, which is fantastic. Pete saying, AFTV Live for debates. They love it. They can kiss my ass. Sporting Journey saying, good evening, chat. Please remember to like and subscribe if you're new. Yeah, absolutely. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. It is early. This nice little 5 o'clock stream on a Friday evening. Never gone at this time again. Probably won't. But listen, it's good. It's different. And I like it. Cookie saying, hi, lads. I hope you're all good. Ellie's in. Big up, Ellie. Saying, hi, Nige. Big up to you in all the chat. Stefan Everson says hi to Stefan. Norway's number one, Ellie. Norway's number one striker. But big up. Absolute honour to share the stage with you last night, talking about and going through our Tottenham memories. And listen, some of yours I could listen to all day long because you're proper Tottenham. You know, you're proper Tottenham. I feel like a bit of a fraud because I never used to go a lot when I was a kid. But you're proper Spurs and Cookie. Proper Spurs going there week in, week out, growing up. And it was amazing to hear the stories. It really was. Carl's in saying, afternoon, Nigel chat. Good afternoon to you, Carl. Hope you're well. And Dave says, how are we going to score when our three strikers shoot like a 10-year-old girl with the ball dribbling towards their keeper? You've got a point. You just got to hope they miskick it. Maybe if they miskick it, they hit it harder. Who knows? I don't know. Listen, we've got to hope one of them finds some form, right? Um, but we'll see. We will see. Guy from the lane said, mate, I gave up last year, mate. Foresaw this happening, and it's up to them to prove me wrong in it. My first video, I said we were sleepwalking into relegation. Kapow! Show me what you got, Tottenham. It is a bit like that, mate. It really is. I totally get it. Listen, it's a difficult time to be a Spurs fan at the moment. It really is. But all we can do is keep supporting them, and it's difficult, I know. But all we can do is keep supporting and hope that they give us something in the next 6 games. But for me, it has to start tomorrow. I feel like we've been saying that every week for a month. Has to start. Next game, massive. We have to win. I don't want another watch along tomorrow, Cookie, when we are watching it at half time. We're like, yeah, well, we're seeing some effort. No, can't have that because we know where it's going if that happens. We need to fly out of the blocks tomorrow, get the goals, and win the game. If we go behind, we are so done. Kate Wixom's in, said, hi, Nige. Lovely. Good evening. Hi, Kate. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a good day. What have you got planned for the weekend? Nice things, I hope. Apart from watching Spurs, of course, which will be horrific. Tricky's in, saying we need a win tomorrow, or that's pretty much it. It's kind of where I am, Tricky. I think it's all about tomorrow. We have to get 3 points. I don't think a point's good enough. And a defeat certainly isn't. I think if we lose, we're definitely down. We get a point, and it's not looking good. A win just gives us that chance. And you never know, right, what a win can do for confidence. Because there's no doubt the confidence is on the floor with these players. They're done. They're absolutely done. But one win, however we get it, whether they get a player sent off, whether we get a dodgy penalty in the 90th minute, I don't care how we get it. Just getting that one win, you never know how it could make the players react going forward. And it could be just what we need. But we'll see. Logan saying, I prefer Basuma over Bentancur personally. Yeah, listen, I wouldn't be against Basuma starting either. I think earlier on in the week, my midfield two were Polinia and Basuma. Now Bentancur's fit, I'm tempted to go with Bentancur, but listen, I don't care. Bentancur, Basuma, as long as Polinia is the other one, I'm happy. For me, we need men, we need experience. And as much as I like Archie Gray, and I do, I'm not sure about Bergvall. I really like Archie Gray. I think he's going to be a top player, but not now. We need experience and players in there who not so much been there and done it, but just that experience. And I think that will help us. Like I say, Archie Gray going forward is going to be a great Tottenham player, and he's already showed in patches what a good player he is. But for me right now, we need that experience. Colin saying Dunk out is a plus. I agree. I think Dunk gets a lot of stick. Well, I think he's a cracking defender. Really good defender. Pete saying, Nige, when I first started following you, didn't even have a beard. It's grown and gone grey due to the results. No, it's always been grey, mate. It's always been grey and ginger as well. The more it grows, the more grey and ginger it gets. And listen, I'd much prefer to be clean shaven, but I look like Pee Wee Herman without a beard. I really do. It's one of them, you know, when they see videos of men shaving and their wife sees them, it's like, ah. I haven't got a wife, luckily, and if I did, she would do that and kick me out. Terrible. I feel like I've got no chin without a beard. So, yeah, it's my way of hiding my face. Grow as much facial hair as possible. Dr. Tottenham Therapy says, what have you been smoking, Nige? Whatever it is, get off it. It's messing with your brain. We are not staying up. But if you do, whatever you're smoking sounds good, mate, I can't give up. I can't give up. We've still got 6 games to go, you know? Hello, beautiful. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've still got 6 games to go. And as long as there's games to go and as long as there's a chance, I can't give up. Can't give up. Just won't do it. But, you know, listen, whatever happens, happens, right? We're all going to be Tottenham fans at the end of it. We're all going to be here at the end of it, cheering on our team. It is what it is. It really is what it is. A guy saying, Lee, the man, the myth, the legend, how are you? Yeah, listen, he's an absolute legend, Lee is. Absolute legend. Carl says Benton Cole will be rusty. He'll probably get 15, 20 minutes at the end. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a fair point. He's been out quite a while, isn't he? So, but it is good to have him back. It really is. And it's great to have Maddison back. I know Maddison won't be anywhere near the starting lineup tomorrow or maybe the next game, but just to have him in and around the first team. Our injuries feel like they're clearing up a little bit. Obviously, Romero, Kulu, Kudus, and oh my god. Well, those four, they're out for a while. I know there's another one who's out for the rest of the season, not Ben Davis. But listen, they're starting to clear up a little bit. We have some players back. We have some options, which is the most important thing. Rodney saying West Ham will go down. Oh, I hope so, mate. I really do. Or Forest. I don't care. Either one of those two, as long as it's not Tottenham. I am really hopeful that whatever happens now, if we stay up, this will force Enoch to think, oh, shit, we need to sell. Either we need to sell or, okay, it's time to put the team first. Whether that happens is another thing altogether. But we will see. Kate saying hi to Lee. And the sported journey. Stu said, you have to hope that you can get a result. Otherwise, what's the point in attending a game? You've got to watch a game of football, hoping you can get a result, surely. This is where I am, mate. I mean, I won't be at the game, but we'll be doing a watch along tomorrow. If I thought we were just going to lose, it'd be pointless watching it, right? That's what we do as fans. And as bad as Tottenham have been, and we have been horrific this season, we all know this is football, right? It can change in an instant. Suddenly, we could turn up tomorrow. Brighton could be slightly off it. Spurs could suddenly find a bit of rhythm, get a couple of goals, boom, win the game. We get a run going, and within the next 2 weeks, we could be looking a lot different. That's unlikely the way we're playing, but it is football. You just never know. And this is the beauty of football, right? You just don't know what's going to happen. We got a good idea, but you don't know for sure. Logan said that Minte for Brighton is a very good player. He is a very good player. Brighton have great wingers, Minte and Matoma. Very scary wingers. So Spurs are going to have to be on their mettle. Doggy's going to have a really good game. I would personally play Spence tomorrow right back to nullify Matoma. And I know people think, oh, that's negative. That's negative. We're thinking about them rather than us. But I think this is a game we have to think about their strengths as well, because our strengths are very few and far between. But for me, yeah, I'd play Spence right back. But for me, absolutely 100%, Xavi Simons and Polinia both have to start tomorrow. We will see what happens. Let's go through the chat. David said Danzo won't let Spurs down. Absolutely. Absolutely love Kevin Danzo. I think I've put the Kevin Danzo as the new Eric Dyer song. So instead of Eric Dyer, it's going to, we love Kevin Danzo. Kevin Danzo loves us. Brilliant player. Listen, he's a great squad player. And like you say, he never lets Spurs down. He doesn't. He is always a 6.5 out of 10. Nothing more, nothing less. Good, solid pro. And that's exactly what we need right at this moment. Simon says Brighton could play their second team and I still wouldn't be confident of getting a result. Good point. If there was ever to be a new manager bounce, then this would be a tie that's written in the stars. You bang on, Simon. It has to happen, right? It has to happen tomorrow. We have to get that new manager bounce. If we don't get it, we're done. Forget it. If we put in another performance like we have at home all season, we are done. It's not happening. This is the game. This is the one for me. Brighton, yes, they can still make a European place. Of course they can. But, mid-table, nothing too much to play for. They might scrape into Europe, but I see them as finishing 8th, 9th, 10th. This is a game that Spurs need to win. But, again, I'm just going to put the Kybers on it a second because I'm looking at the form table and let's look at Tottenham's last 6 league games. There is a few Champions League games in there as well. But you look at that. 4-1 defeat to Arsenal. 2-1 defeat to Fulham. 3-1 defeat to Palace. A 1-1 draw at Anfield. A 3-0 defeat against Forest. And a 1-0 defeat against Sunderland. We have lost 5 and 6. 1 point in the last 6 games. You look at Brighton. They beat Brentford. They beat Forest. They lost to Arsenal. They beat Sunderland, beat Liverpool, and beat Burnley. 5 wins out of 6. They are their most informed team in the Premier League. Tottenham are the most out of form team in the Premier League. So you put 2 and 2 together. What do you come up with? Yes, you come up with a Spurs victory. That's right. This is this kind of game where everything is against us. Everything looks like we're going to lose, and Spurs could just pop up and get a victory. Again, listen, it's coping, guys. It's all copium. I'm trying to manifest a Spurs victory from somewhere. Am I going to do it? Probably not, but I'm trying to manifest one. Well, how disappointing. It looks like I haven't won the 770,000 on that on the old radio thing. I went into the competition there. I could do with 770 grand. Let's enter it. I did. It's gone 5:30. I haven't had that phone call. So no luck for me, guys. Another weekend of being skinned. Never mind. Logan says, I'm well, thanks, mate. I hope you're good too. To the sporting journey. And Pete says, Arsenal needs your support Sunday, guys. If we lose, we'll drop. It is very likely we won't have anything to fight for against West Ham. Just saying, you know what, Pete? I'm willing to take that chance. I'm willing to take that chance. West Ham could lose anyone in the other 5 games. I'm willing to take a chance on them beating you if it means you don't win the league. We just got to do our job. Forget West Ham. We do Tottenham's job. And listen, it may even be Forest anyway. Maybe Forest, yeah. You got to remember, Forest have got a European semi-final now against Aston Villa. So maybe their mind might be switched elsewhere. We will see. This is when the shit starts hitting the fan, right? Because it's not a case of Forest are suddenly going to say, oh, we're in a semi. Oh, we're just chucked the semi-final. No, they want to win it. They want to win it. So it's going to be interesting. Colin saying, if they play Madders over Xavi, that says it all. What, Zerbi thinks of him. It absolutely does. But Zerbi today, again, said what he said about Xavi Simons, didn't he? He said that he's very good mentally. He's not scared to take the ball in tight places. Kind of tells me he's going to play him, but you would hope so. You would hope so. I don't see Maddison getting in. Listen, I'd love Maddison to be on the bench tomorrow. Xavi to start, Maddison on the bench. I know it's not going to happen, but it would be nice. Kate said, sorry to burst your bubble, selling Maddison if we go down. So it says, yeah, listen, I think there's a good chance we could sell him, but it all depends how fit he is, right? If people don't want to buy him because they're not willing to take the risk. But like I say, I think if we go down, I can see him going to Coventry. The only way I see him staying is obviously if he takes a massive pay cut and he says, no, I wasn't part of that squad, but I want to be part of this squad to get him back up. And I think Maddison's that kind of guy, And there's always ways and means around things. We could say, right, well, half your wages matters, but sign a new contract, we'll give you another couple of million. Again, not saying that would happen, but it could. It could. Guy from the lane said, I've met Ty many times. He's a nice guy. Just don't talk about the filth with him. Listen, I think everyone on YouTube, right, apart from me, I am what I am. But a lot of people on YouTube, it's all a bit of a front, right? We've all got to be a little bit more confident, a little bit more out there on YouTube. And so I think maybe it's all a little bit of a persona with Ty. Maybe not. Like I say, I've never met him. But he's good to watch. It's good to watch. I want to punch him, but he's good to watch. Dave says, I was an electrician who worked on the Coventry City Stadium, and trust me, the workmanship on that stadium was a disgrace. We were on loan doing electrical snagging, and trust me, we found some bad faults. Wow, that's doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't. I think a lot of people just want to get stadiums up as quickly as possible, don't they? And yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully you sorted it all out though, mate. Queen Ellie says, Kate, that wet lettuce lounge has got to be gone if we stay up or go down. I'm hearing rumours last night when we were doing the show, Ellie. There were people saying in the chat that Lange has been sacked. And I'm like, woohoo! But checking all the news, it's not happened, is it? It's not happened. But there are strong rumours that Lange will not be here next season, which is fantastic news. It really is. Absolutely great news for the club and great news for Tottenham Hotspur. Colin saying John Charles, the greatest player ever for Leeds. Leeds have had some great players over the years, haven't they? They really have some absolute cracking players. Queen Ellie said hi to Lee. And Dr. Tottenham Therapy said, talking to Stu. Carl says, question, who do you think makes the England squad for the World Cup? Spence, Gallagher, Solanke. Wow, what a great choice. What a great choice. I think Spence does. And I think Solanke probably will as well, which says it all, doesn't it? Gallagher, I don't think he's got a chance. I don't think he gets in. He's not been good enough. I don't think Solanke has either, but it just sums up England, yeah? We have Kane and nothing else. I think Solanke goes, and I think Spence goes. And you know what? If we go down, a lot of people talking about Spence playing for Spurs and champion. I don't think there's any way Spence stays if we go down. I think he goes. I think he's a good player, but he's got attitude. I think he probably thinks he's too good for the championship. And if he goes to the World Cup with England, there's no way he's then going to drop to the championship with Spurs. So I think Spence leaves if we go down as well. But I think he goes to the World Cup, Carl. Definitely. It's not a great England bunch to choose from, though, is it, from those three? AG says, tomorrow close, shoe shopping and grabbing a bite afterwards. Game night at my sister's in the evening, Sunday, just chilled, watching the football. That sounds like a great weekend. I think I'll be doing similar, definitely not shoe shopping, or clothes shopping, in fact. Though I do need new clothes, but, it is what it is. I will be drinking there'll be a few coffee stops, no doubt, which my youngest will be delighted about. Not. And then it's football all the way, probably the park a few times. We'll see what happens. The Sporting Journey said, Ellie is the Queen of Tottenham. Zerbi should invite her into the dressing room and give their emotional speech before a game. I agree. It's what they need. Listen, Zerbi, if you're watching this, and I know you watch YouTube, probably not Pure Coys, but if you are watching, go and play last night's 2 Mark show in the changing room before the game and see the emotion in Ellie, in Brian, in me a little bit, and in Cookie especially. Go and watch it, and then you'll know what Tottenham Hotspur means to us fans. That was it was a great show. It really was. Mark Pitts is in. Big up, Mark. Haven't seen you for a long time, buddy. Said hi, Nige. Hope that all of you Spurs fans are okay. Sorry I've not been here. Hope that you lot are okay. Hope to come back soon. Big up to you, mate. Good to see you back in here. And listen, hey, life comes first, mate. It really does. Life comes first. I absolutely get it. I absolutely get it. I really do. And he said, I'll be watching you on the big screen, TV. No, on my phone. Not on my phone, I'm taking it. Yeah, oh God. Good TV with the old wrinkles. Whew. Good luck with that, mate. Good luck with that. Dr. Tottenham Therapy said, I can't stand Bassoum. I don't rate him. He messes about on the ball too much and gives it away. Listen, it's hard to disagree with you, Anthony, but I just feel that he is one player that can, on his day, turn it on. He can be great, but more often than not, he's not. Listen, but this is the trouble with all our midfielders, right? On their day, they're very good players, but they just don't have very many good days. I don't know what to say, really. Colin says anyone but Gallagher. I agree. He's been awful since he's come to Spurs. Pete says, in that case, would you shave your beard for 3 points? Not yet. Not yet. We will see. We'll see. Maybe towards the end of the season. Cookie said, beard off if we stay up. Off. Listen, if we stay up, that won't be the only thing coming off. I'll take my hat off as well. Let's stay up first. So, hey. Dr. Tottenham Therapy said, I much prefer having a beard. Can't stand being clean shaven. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I hate it. But there you go. Queen Eddie says, tomorrow we find out if Zerbi mixes it up and plays men instead of boys. I really hope he does, Ellie. I really hope he does. I think he has to play the men tomorrow. We will see. We will see what happens. David said, don't forget that Polina is still Spurs top scoring midfielder even with his stretch on the bench. Yeah, I think he's the fourth Tottenham's fourth highest goal scorer. I can't speak. Yeah, listen, for me, he has to play. For me, absolutely has to play. Dr. Tottenham saying, I would like to think De Zerbi would have learned a lot from his first game in charge. We will see, mate. We will see. C to the fourth said, ain't forcing anything, unfortunately. Their Herbis is unlimited. It's a massive game. It's a massive game. Logan saying, big up Kate and Jim, both for the rage. Yeah, big up Kate and Jim. Much love to you guys. If you haven't, I'm sure all of you have. Get over to Kate and Jim. Smash a sub button for them. Really would appreciate it. Marianne saying, Kate and Jimbo raid. Big up to you, Marianne. I hope you're well. And C to the fourth saying, the mind of the narcissist is a match in shifting blame. Absolutely. And Kate and Jimbo are in. Kate and Jimbo Ray, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you for that. It really does mean the world. Guys, how are we going to do tomorrow? Are we going to get that victory? We have to, right? We absolutely have to get a victory. For me, point isn't enough. How do we get that victory? I have no idea because our strikers are terrible. For me, Xavi Simons, he is a massive, massive part of the game tomorrow. Xavi Simons starting. Get him on the ball as much as possible. Get him threading those balls into Solanke or Richarlison or Moani, whoever's starting as the front man, and try and get some goals. We cannot go behind. It is imperative that we don't go behind tomorrow. So if we go behind, we're done. C to the fourth saying copium sales are rampant. They absolutely are, mate. I have bought a shed load of copium pills and I'm taking them by the hour, but we'll see. We'll see how long they last. I'm hoping by tomorrow I won't need to take them so much. Guy from the lane said, yeah, Nige, now I'm not going to the game. I've got my first Power League football game since injury. I'll be at Leeds and Everton, hopefully not in a black suit funeral settings. Mate, come on. Come on. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We are going to stay up. Somehow we are going to stay up. We'll see. Like I say, at the moment, I still have hope. That will change tomorrow if we lose. Tomorrow is such a pivotal game for me. It's all about 3 points. And I'm not actually sure who plays first. Do we play first? I think West Ham play on a different day, don't they? So I'm just going to quickly look. Really unprofessional of me. I should have already seen this. So tomorrow, obviously, we're playing tomorrow evening. Tomorrow late afternoon. Yeah, so Sunday, it is Nottingham Forest, Burnley at 2. So we've got to hope Burnley turn up. And then Monday night is the Crystal Palace West Ham game. Hopefully the Crystal Palace players would have recovered from their piss up last night. Got to be honest, I ain't happy about that at all. At all. Cookie saying hello to Kate and Jim. Kate and Jim saying hello back. Marianne, big up, Nige, big up to you, Marianne. I hope you're well. And she says hello to Cookie as well. Guy from the lane says, sorry, I'm not saying hello to everyone. Nige is my radio while I'm cooking for my mum as I'm at hers. Being a good lad, cooking dinner. Fair play to you, mate. What are you cooking? What are you cooking, your mum? Do you know what I got for tea tonight? It's an absolute classic. Super noodles and baked beans. Heaven, right? I might stick a bit of cheese on it as well. Treat myself a bit. We'll see. But yeah, it's not great. I know. But listen, I couldn't be bothered to go out and get something interesting to cook. So it's just like super noodles, baked beans, bish bash bosh, knock them together. And Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle. Bob Monkhouse. What a great comedian he was. Loved him back in the day. The Sporting Journey said, you can watch Nige cooking chef in the watch along on the Too Much show tomorrow. Yes, we will be doing a watch along. I am very hopeful that it's going to go well and that Spurs are going to win the game. But we will see, guys. If you haven't, do me a favor, like the stream. It is so important. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Sonny's in. Big up, Sonny. Said, are you all right, Nige? And the chat, come on, you Spurs. I'm not worried, but I will be tomorrow if we don't win. Who's going to be our captain too? I don't want VDV to me. Romero said he's staying no matter what too. Sweet. Really? Has Romero said that? Has Romero said he's staying no matter what? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that, Sonny. Got to be honest. Um, I'd be amazed, and I'll be honest. I'll be slightly disappointed if Romero stays. I'm kind of thinking of life without him now. I think he's let Spurs down way too much. Though on his day, he is fantastic. But yeah, interesting that De Zerbi said he didn't know who the captain was going to be tomorrow. He hadn't made up his mind, which I think is weird because if VDV's your vice captain, surely you just say, well, VDV's my vice captain. The fact he hadn't said that, strange, real strange one for me. I think it might be Polina, you know. I think Polina might be the skipper tomorrow, which I would not be disappointed about at all. I think maybe it might do Van der Venderwald a good as well. I think maybe that pressure on him being the captain is maybe, I don't know, maybe it's too much pressure on young shoulders because he is a young man still. We have to remember that. Rodney said we must win the game, and I think it will be 2-1 Spurs. I agree. I'm going for a 2-1 Spurs victory. I think we win the game, and I think it will be an unusual score who gets the winner. Don't ask me who. I think it will be an unusual score. Then maybe like a Jed Spence or an Udogie with a winner for Tottenham. What I'm going for, it's just gone into my head. I might have to put it on a bet, you know, Udogie with a winner for Tottenham. Though it'd have to be like in the first 70 minutes because he never lasts 90 minutes, does he? The Sporting Journey said hello to Marianne. Guy said, Nige, mate, pass the Dutchie. I need to smoke, bro. Come on, be positive, guys. It can't be all that bad. I mean, I know it is, but surely it can get worse, right? Surely it can get worse. We have to start winning eventually. We cannot just keep losing week in, week out. At some point, it's going to turn, right? Right? I hope so. I really do. Simon says my ex has been more than happy to sell me her tickets this season. And like a sap, I keep believing it's going to turn around and I walk away from the game crushed and in despair. Is this delayed revenge? It could be, mate. It could be. Maybe don't take the next lot of tickets she offers. Maybe we win then because the revenge hasn't worked. Yeah, I like your thinking though. It could be. It definitely could be. Justin Lillywhite, big up, mate. Says, big up, Nige. Not looking forward to tomorrow. I just can't get my hopes up anymore. And listen, I know, it's difficult. It really is. But I am really looking forward to tomorrow because it's like when you're watching a really good series, like, you know, you got like 8 episodes and you're 5 episodes in and you just want to watch the rest one after another because I want to know what happens at the end. I just want to get to the end and know what happens. This will we, won't we thing is absolutely tearing me apart. I need to know. Kate says, get these likes and subs tonight. Yeah, get the likes up, guys. If you haven't, it's been a quiet show, but it is what it is. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, please sub to the channel. Really would appreciate it. Sunny said, I'll take 2 tickets if anyone has any. I'd be happy to give you a nice drink. Got my CRN. Oh, if I had tickets to offer, mate, I would offer them to you, definitely. But sadly, I'm not a season ticket holder, and I never have been. I would love to be one day. One day, I would love to have enough money that I can get season ticket for me and my boy, and we can go up every other week. But probably never going to happen. Let's be honest. Kate says we haven't got the strikers. They are shite. Yep. Yeah. And this is why I think we've got to hope midfielders or defenders score, to be honest. This is where we are, right? We've got to hope for a Polina goal or a Xavi goal. We will see. Marianne says, thanks to Enoch and their minions, we have the worst strikers ever, Kate. I've never known a strike force so bad at Spurs. I really haven't. In all the years I've supported them, never known a strike force so bad. You know, for Pavlyuchenko now, who was like 4th choice striker when he played for Spurs. I'd love a Pavlyuchenko in the side. And Mido would absolutely smash it up in the Premier League now. He was a cracking striker. But again, he was like 4th choice when he was at Spurs. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Sunny saying, hey, Lee, hope you're well, bro. Happy Friday. What's your prediction for tomorrow, mate? Yeah, Lee, what is your prediction? Let us know. Lee says, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Thank you. Absolutely. And the Sporting Journey says the same thing. Paigey says, Ty, do not mention Neil Mopey. Yes, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna leave because I think Dr. Tottenham TV is just about to start. Guys, get over to Dr. Tottenham TV, smash a subscribe for him, smash a like for him as well, because I really would appreciate it. He is a new channel. He is looking to grow and he's growing all the time. Nice guy as well. So, guys, get over. I cannot redirect you because we have to do something, click together or something. So, but guys, get over to Dr. Tottenham Therapy and watch his show now. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great Friday. Fingers crossed for tomorrow. We'll be on the 2 Mark show tomorrow morning. And I believe they're having a call-in show tonight as well. So stay tuned for that. Guys, have a great weekend. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay pure Coys.